Welcome back again to our seventh topic, that is dealing with difficult customers. We have troublemakers in form of clients or customers. How do we deal with them? This is where sometimes we go opposite direction to the expectation. Do you know that one difficult customer can influence 10 other customers and they can leave your business? You need even the communication skills. You can never handle customers, especially difficult customers, if you don't have the skills that we have just mentioned above there. I want to take you through a procedure of how you can handle difficult customers in your organization. Number one, listening. Lending your customers an ear. Very important. One characteristic of difficult customers is that they complain too much. And sometimes they are arrogant. They come to your business, they come to complain to you when already they're up, they are very angry and volatile. They can explode any time of the day. But remember, we are in a business and customer is the king. Now what do? Listening ear. Give the customer a listening ear by nodding with satisfaction that you are listening. Even if the customer was very angry, they will come to a point of also listening to your feedback. So listen to them. Then, as you listen to them, you develop what we call an empathy. So you build a rapport through empathy. Try to be in their shoes. Were it you? If it were you, how would you react? You have to really work very hard to get money. And if you pay that money to get a product or some service somewhere, you don't get the value for that money, you have the right to become angry. So, after listening to them, build a rapport through empathy. Please be in their shoes. Lower your voice. As you talk to those difficult customers, please kindly lower your voice. Assume that all your customers are watching what you are doing, how you are handling that client. You see, you may think that this is just one client that I can do away with it. Let me deal with him or her. I can do away with him or her. And now the way you handle them, ruthlessly, simply because they are complaining, it will give you a sober mind of humility. And I'm telling you, you are going to overcome it. Know when to give in. You cannot argue the whole day with your client. Practically, we know a human being is a human being. When they get irritated, that is an emotion. But we must find a way of how we can tame that emotion. You cool them down. Number one, by listening to them. Number two, by building a rapport through an empathy. Then you lower your voice. Then you assume all your clients are watching. It will give you a sober mind. And then know when to give in. Let the customer win. Sometimes. If it is not going to affect you too much, let the customer win. If they're complaining about a product, tell them you must do something about it. And promise that there is a change that is going to be done. Know when to give in. And then, if you promise to call back, please call. If you promise customers that, because you know some people, when they find that you are so difficult to deal with, they'll tell you, oh, we shall call you. They will never call you. So if you promise to call back, call please. And lastly, remember, you are dealing with a human being. So I was just taking you through a process, what you can do. But you know what? There is a procedure. There are stages of dealing with difficult customers. Now stage number one is stay calm. Be calm. Take it easy. Do you know when customers complain, they don't complain about you. They have nothing personal with you. But they are only offended by the company. They are only offended by the product or the service that the company provides. So don't take it personal. The customer is not attacking you. Number two, listen very well. So that by the time you are going to give feedback, you give a comprehensive feedback, something that you have already analyzed very well. Step number three, acknowledge the problem. You see, you will never come to consensus with the customer if you don't acknowledge the problem. Let the customer know you hear what he or she is saying. If you I've made a mistake, or the company has made a mistake, kindly admit it and promise the customer that you're going to do something about it. Stage number 4, get the facts. After acknowledging the problem, please get the facts. You can tell the customer or the client that kindly give me some hours, some more days to do investigation. I get the facts and findings, then I call you back, we discuss amicably. The customer will understand. Take the initiative in the conversation with the service providers or with the customer care department. Ask them, what happened? For how long has this been occurring? Now, once you have that, it will give you an opportunity to present your case in the final stage, which is solution. Offer solution. That is another good stage. This happens only after you have sufficient what? Details. One thing to keep in mind, know what you can and you cannot do within your company guidelines. Then making a promise you cannot commit will be a very huge setback. So you have to be very careful when you're offering the solution. Then, after the solution is offered, you can go an extra mile now to the last stage, which is follow-up. Sometimes we call it monitoring and evaluation stage. Monitoring and evaluation stage. Very important. The solution you offered, did it completely satisfy the customer? Did it actually solve the problem? If not, then something must be done. And now, with that, we are nearly coming to the end of our training, and we are going to look at the last topic when we come back. Otherwise, it is always my pleasure to appreciate you for listening. Thank you so much.